Hey guys, how's it going? So I have somehow managed to hit Z rank, even though I am what I would consider at least not the world's best player. My super counters aren't all there yet, and I definitely do make some misplays in my matches, but I was able to hit Z rank, so I feel like you guys can also definitely hit Z rank if you feel like you're also not the best. Don't worry, I'm an example of not being one of the best. So I want to go over some of the stuff that I learned that if I knew before I started my climb, I would have definitely done a lot better. I would have finished with a higher win rate percentage, and I would have done it in less games, I believe. So I want to go over just some 2 or 3, maybe 4, like things that I think would help you guys during your climb and would have definitely helped me during my climb if I knew about them when I was starting or in the middle of my climb. So the first thing that I figured out during my climb that was really important is actually the character that you choose. And I'm not talking about like, ooh, you need to choose UI Goku because he does a lot of damage, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta because he does a lot of damage, but I'm more talking about the skills that your character has. Every character, as you know, if you've been playing the game any amount, has different skills, and all skills are not born equal, unfortunately. So there are some skills that are just way stronger than other skills, and if I'm going to put 6 skills that I consider to be meta personally, like these skills I used and saw other people abusing while they were, well, I wouldn't say abusing, but using during their climb, and I feel like these are definitely the top tier skills that if you have one, or if you find a character that has even 2 of these skills, you are definitely going to see yourself doing much better in matches against other people, and this is just going to absolutely help you guys climbing to Z rank. So make sure that you have a character that has at least one of these skills, and I'm not saying that you have to have a character that uses these skills, but just having someone that has one of these or 2 of these is going to make your climb so much easier than having a character that doesn't. So I would consider getting a character that has at least one of these skills, which a lot of characters do have at least one of these skills, so I would recommend picking one of them. The next thing that I want to talk about and that I see is extremely important is that during your games you want to always be aware of how much ki you have and just keeping control of balancing your ki and not just completely spamming it with ki blast. Make sure that you conserve some ki because you are going to want to keep it for Vanish Wars because not everyone is a complete god at doing super counters, so losing a Vanish War is going to do a lot of damage to you, and you just want to make sure that you keep your ki in check, make sure that you have enough to spare and that you're not always at the bottom of the barrel waiting for your ki to regen, and make sure that you're on top of it. It's a really simple kind of tip, but it is a massive tip in the game to get an advantage over your opponent. You really want to make sure that you keep your ki in check and that you aren't always just out of it, losing Vanish Wars and not having enough to ki stun your opponent to give you the advantage. So really make sure that you're keeping an eye on your ki gauge and keeping that up so that you're not always out. And I want to go ahead and show you guys basically my go-to combo, and it's basically this right here. Always nets me a hard knockdown in the match. You're able to charge while they're flying away, and then you can go ahead and go into your rush attack if your character has one. But that is my go-to trip into launching away into this combo. 5,000 damage, you get good distance, you're already charging, and if you have enough to do your rush attack, you're going to be able to go ahead and continue to get more damage with your rush attack. That's the combo I do. I'll teach it to you guys real quick. Just the later part. So after the sweep, I do 1 rush attack into up triangle, and then you press X to do the leap, or you press X and you'll teleport. And after pressing X, what you want to do is go ahead and press triangle, and it will go ahead and do this gut punch thing. And then after that, the next combo is 2 triangles and then square, and it'll look like this, which then you will launch, and then you will be able to go ahead and use your rush attack like I am right now. This is a strong combo that I use in every single match. This is my go-to opening combo. If I'm landing attacks on my opponents, I feel it is very strong, and I would suggest you guys learning it and utilizing it to your advantage. I want to go ahead and throw in like a little like 4th tip that you guys can aim for, but I would highly recommend you finding a character that has that finisher, the over the head kicks or taps or whatever you guys want to call them. It is a very strong finisher to open your opponent up. The only way that they can guard it is to use a super precision counter, and that's going to cost them a bar. And since it's so quick at the beginning of the match, if you're on your opponent, you can immediately open them up and go ahead into your combos. So you can go and you're automatically into a place that you want to be. But I would go ahead and find characters that does have that, the overhead kicks or the taps or whatever you guys want to call them. But this is a very strong finisher. I would say it's even better if you could find a character that has it on their first rush or even second one. But that's just like a little fourth tip. This opens up so many people. A lot of people aren't ready for it. It is very quick, and you're going to find yourself doing more combos in your matches if you have a character that has this finisher here. But that's really it for my video. This should help you guys get at least into Z rank, S rank. I could be like, oh, you need to get your super counters really, really good. You don't really need to. You just need to learn your spacing, your combos, your key control, and just opening your opponent up. And I would say mostly more important than playing or learning super counters is actually playing around precision counter, because a lot of people just spam that. So learning how to play around it is really important. Obviously, you want to get good at super counters, but it's going to take you a lot of time to do that. So don't be afraid that you're not the greatest at super counters. You'll probably take a lot of damage because you can't get them off if you aren't used to timing it yet. But don't feel like you can't get to Z rank without mastering super counter, because I'm a source of someone who isn't very good at super counters, but I got to Z rank. So I just really wanted to give you guys some tips other than just saying, oh, get good at super counter and you'll do it fine. This is what I would learn and practice while you are also practice super countering. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys found this helpful at all, please leave a like, sub, and comment if you think I missed anything, or if you think that you have another tip that can help people in the comments, because we're all just trying to improve and get better at the game and create a community where we can all talk and have a good time. I'm going to have a skill video out going over the 6 skills that I mentioned in the beginning of the video and kind of talking about their weaknesses and strengths, hopefully by Thursday. So hopefully guys, you look forward to that, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.